Hey, what's up everybody? Modern Day Warrior here. I want to do my first episode of In the End, which is going to be a weekly wrap-up show done on Sundays. So I'm going to go through stuff that I picked up as far as like vinyl, CDs throughout the week. I'll cover birthdays, anniversaries of albums, musicians' deaths. Like I said, birthdays, don't mind that. It's my AC unit outside making noise. So in the end, it's gonna be my weekly wrap-up show. So let's get started. On the anniversary front of albums, we got celebrating 27 years. We got Brother Kane, Seeds. This was their second album. Really great album as well. I love the debut, but this second album was very solid as well. And Fools Shine On was a big hit off of this, and but there's a lot of great songs on here. Bad Seeds, Rise on Water, Horses and Needles, Hung on a Rope. Great album. Kerosene. So Brother Kane, Seeds, celebrating 27 years. Second album. There's the back of it, track list in there. Happy birthday, Brother Kane, Seeds. Let's see, what else? Eat 'em and Smile, David Lee Roth. Celebrates 36th anniversary. I can't believe it's 36 years since this was released. So this was released this week, 36 years ago. His first, full-length solo album. He had Crazy from the Heat before this, but this is his first full-length. Great band with Billy Sheehan, obviously, Greg Bissonette, and Steve Vai. I thought, back then, I followed both Van Halen and Dave when they split apart. I still remain fans of both bands, but and I think I liked back then. I think I liked 5150 a bit more, but in hindsight, this album has aged better with me. Better production, courtesy of Ted Templeman. To me, Ted Templeman was the fifth member of Van Halen. His production was as important to sound as the original four guys, and he brought that sound into this album. So great album. So 36th anniversary of David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile. Let's see, what else do we have here? And the seminal one, 30th anniversary of Images and Words by Dream Theater. This is also their second album. This is really the one that brought them into into people's minds and into the mainstream, and really broke open prog metal into the 90s. And this was released in the midst of the explosion of grunge and alternative, and they managed to have a hit with this and went on to become kings of prog metal and influenced countless bands in their wake. But 30 years, man. Images and Words, seminal album, incredible album. Pull Me Under was their big hit, and Take the Time, Surrounding Metropolis Part 1, which is a monster epic. Under a Glass Moon, Learning to Live. Every song on here is incredible. So happy 30th to Images and Words by Dream Theater. Love this album. I don't even know, man. I was thinking, is there going to be a 30th anniversary edition of this? I don't know. I haven't really looked it up. If there was one, maybe there'll be one released later this year. But I'm really kind of surprised. And if there is one that kind of flew under my radar, let me know in the comments. But I haven't heard anything yet of an anniversary reissue or something of Dream Theater's Images and Words. So happy 30th. Let's see here. Yeah, Smithereens, Especially for You, their first full-length album. Love this band. I'm being a New Jersey native. Smithereens was a big-time band in New Jersey, out of Carteret, which is actually a town over from where I live in Rahway. And these guys were awesome. In the midst of the mid-'80s and all the kind of glam metal and thrash and all that, came a real kind of just a great rock band. I think they got kind of thrown in a little bit of kind of an I wouldn't say alternative, but they really were a breath of fresh air though. No bullshit, just straight up rock and roll. Great band, great lyrics. Pat Denizio, who's no longer with us, was a great lyricist and great voice. So this is the what are anniversaries? Oh, 36th as well. So same year as Eat 'Em and Smile. So they're both celebrating 36th anniversaries this past week. So happy anniversary to that. Actually, I just picked this up too. It's funny. It's funny how the anniversary of this, and I actually just got this week too, and I didn't even realize it was the anniversary until I looked it up. So yeah, especially for you. Blood and Roses, Behind the Wall of Sleep, great songs. As far as birthdays go, happy birthday to Kim Mitchell of Max Webster and a great solo career, Canadian artist. This is his first EP after he left or dissolved Max Webster. Kids in Action, Misdemeanor, Big Best Summer, Tennessee Water, and Chain of Events. That's the 5 songs that's on this EP. Great EP. If you get a chance, pick this up. Awesome EP. And Kim Mitchell, who turns 70, I believe, right? Let's see here. I have it in my notes here. 70th birthday. So happy 70th to Kim Mitchell. Also on the birthday front, we got Frank Bellow of Anthrax, bass player, celebrating I think 57th birthday today. Not today, but this past week. And this is Worship Music. I actually got this signed by the band. So inside here is their autographs. There's Frankie right there, and the rest of the guys here. Yeah, they all signed it. Got to meet him a couple times. Great dudes. Frankie's like, he's the best one. I mean, the one that really, hangs out with the fans, and nice dude. So happy birthday, Frankie Bellow. Let's see here. We got celebrating who would have been 76, would have been Bon Scott of AC/DC. My favorite AC/DC album right here, Powerage. Bon Scott, arguably one of the greatest frontmen of all time. I love the Bon era. I don't think they ever made a bad song with Bon. So he would have been 76 this week. So happy birthday, Bon Scott, wherever you are. Miss you. Obviously I was too young to see you guys live with him, but a lot of video evidence and a lot of great footage, concert footage that just reinforces that he was one of the greatest frontmen of all time. So spin Powerage in his honor. And the big one here, who would have been 80 years old, would have been Ronnie James Dio. Rainbow, Sabbath, Dio. Here's Black Sabbath, Rules of Hell. I actually got to meet Ronnie. Here's Heaven and Hell live at Radio City, all autographed by Sabbath. I call them Sabbath, even though they were Heaven and Hell on their second or third run, actually. So I got to meet Ronnie and them guys, and let me tell you, Ronnie was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. All the stories that you ever met, heard about him, being a great guy and a great person to meet, all true. Guy's unbelievable. So he would have been 80, which is the same age as my dad, believe it or not. And I really couldn't picture my dad up on stage, giving the devil horns and all that stuff. But Ronnie's just eternal, So happy 80th, who would have been 80, Ronnie. Cheers. And somebody who was 80, who just passed away this past week, was Manny Charlton of Nazareth. Admittedly, I don't know too much about Nazareth, actually. This is actually the only CD of Nazareth that I have. And I need to remedy that, because they're, from what, I kind of went on YouTube and sampled some other stuff, and they had some great albums, so I really need to go pick up some other stuff. But Manny Charlton, 80 years old, who just passed this past week. Rest in peace. So I'm going to get some more Nazareth and add to my collection. Let's see what else here. Stuff that I've picked up this week. more stuff. Let's see. I went to used vinyl and CD shopping, so I picked up a couple used CDs and rattle them off here. Let's see. I got Tesla's Mechanical Resonance, their debut album. I actually never had this on CD. You can believe it or not. I had the tape cassette for the longest time. I had like their other albums on CD or vinyl, and I didn't have this one on CD, so I had to get this. Saw it $2 or $1 actually, $1. You can't pass that up. 2 Gary Moore live albums, Live at Monsters of Rock and We Want More, $1 each. Always cool to have more Gary Moore in the collection. I got some cool Rolling Stones, a couple of Rolling Stones. I actually got their latest release. Licked Live in New York City, which was them in, I believe, on their 40th anniversary tour in 2003 at Madison Square Garden. This is a 2 CD and DVD set, so I haven't had a chance to spin it yet, but I'm sure it sounds great. And yeah, Stones, man. I love those archival releases that they've been releasing. And I also picked up these two used, got your Yayas and Exile. These are actually super audio CDs. And I'm big on, I'm kind of an audiophile, so I saw the digipacks sitting there, and I know when they're in the digipacks that they're super audio CDs, and they were sitting in the used section. I think these were about $2 or $3 each, which is a bargain, because these are out of print now, and they go for more money than that. Another one is Genesis Avocad, which is the CD and DVD double, and it has the album in surround sound. I have the first box set of theirs, the Peter Gabriel years, which goes for huge money now. And I saw this used, so I had to pick this up because all this stuff is out of print now, and it goes for quite a few bucks. And again, it was like $2 or $3 used, so I couldn't pass that up. Let's see. I got some vinyl here. So now, being a New Jersey native, one of the big radio stations is WDHA 105.5. So I saw this compilation, which is really cool, and it was only like $2 or something like that. So I had to pick it up, and it actually has a lot of bands on here that I never really heard of. Southern Cross, Rat Race Choir, Bombay, Gypsy, GW All Stars, Grover Kimball and Zazu Zaz, The Numbers, Resistors, Abstracts, and Home. But the only band on here that I really know, they have Shoot 'Em Down by Twisted Sister on here. So, but still, it's one of their compilations, early compilations. I think it came out like 1981 or something like that. So I had to pick it up. Being that that's a great radio station actually. I picked up this Squeeze on vinyl. My wife loves Squeeze, so we saw it. I had to get it. It was like $2. Had to get Cheap Trick Budokan. This is still in the shrink wrap with the booklet and everything. So mint. It's kind of hard to come by like these original pressings mint nowadays. So I had to get it, and it was only like $5, so I had to pick it up. And I saw this one too, Whiteline, Fight to Survive, their first album, which in my opinion is their best album. It's pretty. I mean, they were really hard rocking and raw on this debut album, and it was $20, and this album commands more money than that, so I had to get it, and it's pretty mint too. So the only thing is that it's missing the inner sleeve, but for $20, I very rarely see this on vinyl, so I need to grab this one. Some new vinyl that I got. Let's see here. Picked up the Minions soundtrack. My wife and daughter, we went to go see this, and it was a great movie, actually, very funny. So I saw this soundtrack and picked it up for my daughter. Let's see here. Jazz Sabbath Volume 2. Finally picked this up. This was a Record Store Day release that I missed on Record Store Day back in, I believe, March. And I actually saw this brand new in the record store, and it wasn't like going for big money, because I think it was only I want to say like 250 pressed, 300 pressed. I'm not really positive now. I don't have the number in front of me, but it went quick. I remember when I went, it was out of they already had sold out by the time I got in line to get it. So, and I also had to pick these up, man. Van Halen reissues. First album, Women and Children, Fair Warning, Diver Down, 1984. These are all Walmart reissues, and they come with collectible backstage passes, replicas. So it's nice to have brand new mint versions of that. Let's see. This past, I'm gonna go back 2 weeks. I saw Black Crowes doing their Shake Your Moneymaker anniversary tour, where they did this album in its entirety. Saw them in Asbury Park, New Jersey, Stone Pony Summer Stage. They were awesome as usual. Just a kick-ass rock and roll band. You guys know Black Crowes. I also picked up this cool. I had to have it. It was a poster of that show there. And it's autographed by Chris and Rich Robinson down at the bottom here. I think you see there and there. I had to grab this, being a New Jersey native, and it was exclusive to that show. So it's actually exclusive to the Asbury Park and Atlantic City shows. Yeah. So June 30th, I saw them at Asbury Park and Stone Pony Summer Stage. So they were incredible. Let's see. I saw a band called Coheed and Cambria. They did again at that WDHA Studios, and they signed this cool DHA thing that I had. It was cool. I don't know much about Coheed and Cambria, but they were cool. They did like a half-hour acoustic set, and they were really cool. They were gracious enough to sign this for me, so that was cool of them. And I went to go see Pat Benatar down in Red Bank, New Jersey, just showing off one of her albums, and she was great. She didn't disappoint. Second time I saw her it is the first time actually with a full band, because last time I saw her and just Neil Giraldo do kind of an acoustic thing, but that was cool. And then finally it leads into let's see what we got here. Did I cover everything? Yeah. Now we just go into the Rush section. Picked up a couple Rush things. Going back to the UC, I picked up Moving Pictures Used. This is a West German pressing of the CD. Phonogram, right? Phonogram, made in West Germany. I didn't have this pressing, so I had to pick it up. Atomic Face. Rush. Picked up the Prague magazine of Rush. About the Moving Pictures anniversary. Also picked up Rush in the 80s, Limelight by Martin Popoff. Picked that up at Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble was going out of business, actually the one by my house. So it was like 50% off, so I got this $10. Couldn't pass it up. I didn't have that one. My wife, for my birthday, which was last month, so I'm going to just show it anyway since I'm on the Rush thing. She picked me up these Japanese CDs of Rush. Snakes and Arrows, Vapor Trails Remix, Rolled Bones, Test for Echo, and their first album. Cool Japanese, what do they call them? They're SHM CDs. They're super high material CDs. It's just, they play in a regular CD player. It's no, but the Japanese do a nice high quality, and probably their masterings are really good too. So we got that, and I had to pick up this on vinyl. I already had this on vinyl, but for some reason it was out of print, and all of a sudden like these bunches came into print again. I don't know if it was Roadrunner, the reprinted. I'm sorry, I got this upside down. Yeah. I don't know if they pressed it up or if these are bootlegs, but I don't know. It doesn't have the hype sticker on it, but I'm hearing that Roadrunner, it was on their site, so I think it was on their site, but for a reasonable price, I just picked up an extra copy. Actually, I picked up 2 sealed copies just to have it, because Rush seemed to go out of print real quick, and they command high prices, so figured I'd pick that up. And finally, yeah, that's all. And finally, I got the Motherlode. I finally got the Super Deluxe 40th anniversary of Moving Pictures. I'm gonna unbox this bad boy. I'm not gonna do an unboxing on the video because there's already unboxing videos of this, but I was gonna do it, but I've already hit the 20-minute mark, and I don't want to bore everybody with my video. So, but yeah, I finally got this bad boy. Can't wait to rip that open and check it out. So thank you for joining me on In the End, my weekly wrap up. It's gonna happen every Sunday now. Oh, and also this past week, I did on the Black Spinner podcast, which you can check out on YouTube and Facebook. He has a page on group page on Facebook, Black Spinners podcast. We did the top 10 American band albums from 1976. So albums that were released in 1976 by American bands. We did a top 10. Go to his YouTube page, Black Spinner podcast. The video's up on there. Me and a couple other people. And this coming Wednesday, we're going to be doing Aerosmith top 10 songs. So this month his theme is American bands. So this Wednesday will be Aerosmith top 10. And that's going to be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so 9 p.m. on the East Coast. So if you want to join me, Black Spinner podcast live on Facebook and YouTube. So join me for that. And during the week, I'm going to be having some other episodes showing off stuff or whatever. But join me on In the End every Sunday for a weekly wrap up. And thanks for joining me. Subscribe to my channel. Click the like and subscribe, and with the bell and the notifications, all yada yada yada. You all know that stuff. So I'm already like past 1,300 subscribers. So thanks for everybody that subscribed to my channel. And I appreciate you all. And I also have a Facebook group, Be Cool Every Podcast out as well. If you're on Facebook, join me over there. Thank you very much. Cheers. See you next week.